think generally what we're seeing in the industry is that there's been two sort of big horizontal use cases that have gotten a lot of traction. One, of course, is in customer service, and the other is code gen. So maybe you can speak a little bit to that, of why you think those two use cases have been successful, and what could be applied potentially to the next big use cases.
Yeah, it's kind of funny, like if you talk to customers of our models, like the two things that they often say the models are really good at. One is like coding or just using tools in general, and the other one is having like a really good voice and like being very friendly. And so like you wouldn't expect those two to necessarily emerge from the same model, but it's come from kind of the longer arc of research at Anthropic, which is we want to build powerful, intelligent AI. We want to do it safely and responsibly. And we think that the critical path to doing that is like models that can do like really two things really well. One is sort of plan and then work on task for longer and longer, which fits in really well to the code gen, but actually fits in really well to a lot of customer service use cases where you don't just want a single answer. Like, sure, a few years ago we could have done some retrieval off of an internal knowledge base and answered a simple question. What you really want is what we saw in the demos today, where it's understanding the context, it's able to retrieve data, it's able to then actually take actions, really ship a replacement. Like all of that actually involves acting agentically. And then the second one is models that can interact with humans over time, because we think a lot of interactions that are going to be important on the way to powerful AI are going to involve collaboration with humans. And so those two aspects have been two pillars of our research, right? This idea of long horizon tasks on one hand, and then this idea of Claude having a character. And it's not a single character, because of course each customer is going to steer it in a further way, but having fundamentally like an empathetic voice that you actually want to interact with, that doesn't feel super robotic. And so those have been two use cases that we've seen like customer traction. We saw customer service actually take off even before code gen in the initial phase, but I actually think there's more in common to those two use cases than you might initially think as well.